Alright, so in this review video, I have a Cen-Tech battery maintainer and float charger, and I bought this at Harbor Freight. And at the time I bought it, it was about $19.99. And what this does is you can plug it into your automobile, motorcycle, lawnmower, boat, jet ski, or ATV. It's made for basically anything with a battery that needs to be maintained. Typically if you have like a lawnmower or an ATV and it sits around quite a bit, you can plug this float charger into the battery, and you plug it into the wall, and what it'll do is it'll monitor the level of the battery, and if the battery starts to dip down, this will kick on and it'll charge it, and it has like a red light that means it's charging, and when it's fully charged, the green light will come on. And on the top here, there's also, it tells you like it has indicator light operation, and so there's a flashing red, bad connection of battery, and if it's solid red, that means it's charging, and if it's flashing green, the battery is nearly charged, and if it's a solid green, it's monitoring the charged battery. So what we'll do is let's take this out of the box, and this is item number, let's see if you can see this. It's 61911. This is the Cen-Tech. It's the deluxe battery maintainer and float charger. So let's take this out of the package, and we'll show you what's included in the package, and it's for 12-volt batteries. So let's see. When you open the box up, this is what will be in it. You'll get some instructions here, or this manual is in this user manual. And see, it just has like important safety information and instructions. And here's the charger. And what I like about this charger is it has a plug on the end of it right here. And what's nice about this is it comes with two different ends. It comes with, these ends that clamp onto the end of the battery terminals, and then you can plug it. It has a fuse on it too. There's a fuse right here, which is really good. And then here's the plug that you plug into the end of your charger, and it has a cap on it. So if you undo the cap, it exposes the plug, and then you can take the end of your charger, and it connects just like that. And right here are some terminals, and what you can do is if you have a street bike or an ATV or a lawn tractor or whatever it is, you can connect these permanently onto the battery that you want to maintain. So what you need to do is disconnect the terminals, put these eyelets on it, and then you have it comes like with this lead, and this also has a fuse on it, so if something happens, the fuse would blow, which would protect your power equipment, your ATV, boat, a jet ski, whatever it is. The nice thing about this is once you install it, it comes with this wire, and then you can kind of zip tie the wire to the frame of your ATV or whatever it is that you want to charge. And it has a cap too on the plug end, so if you have a four-wheeler or a quad or whatever, you can remove the cap, and then you can push the protective cap back on, and this will keep the mud and stuff out of the terminal. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this on an ATV, and we'll get it plugged in, and we'll show you how it works. Alright, so we're going to install a Cen-Tech battery floater charger on our ATV, and what we're going to need on this particular ATV is a screwdriver to take off the protective cover, and we're going to need some of these snips to snip any wire ties that we're going to need, and it helps if you also get some zip ties. We get these at Harbor Freight too, and what we can do is we can zip tie any excess cord to the frame of the four-wheel so it stays in place. So first what we need to do is going to take out this battery cover here, and on this one there are only two screws. There's one on the bottom, one on the top. It may be a different procedure for your ATV or a lawn tractor or a jet ski. This particular ATV is a 2013 Honda 450R, and it tends to sit quite a bit, as these things usually do. So take those two screws out, and the cover will come off. Alright, so in here, here's the positive and the negative. So what we're going to do is going to take our terminals and we're going to hook them up to those. And they're color coded, so you can see right here. Here is the black is positive, the red is negative. I'm sorry. The red is positive and the black is negative. And I'm only working off of 1 cup of coffee. So let's put this in place. So this is held on with screws also. This is Phillips screws, so we can just continue to use that Phillips screwdriver. This also, on this battery, has a couple of screws on the top. So if I had some extra screws, I probably could just screw them to the top, but I'm going to put them in place right there. You know what, you're going to want to undo the negative first. And take that out. And don't lose your screws. And make sure, if you have a four-wheeler or something, you tend to go through a lot of mud, make sure the connections are clean. And then let's zip off the positive. And this is pretty easy to do. So take that out. Now we can take our feed and so you're going to hook the negative up to here and the positive up to the other side. And let's get that done. Right, so what we're doing here is we're putting these connections in place, and then we're putting the ring terminals over them. The reason being is yours will probably be the same way. There's a little tab here, or a bracket, so you want everything to kind of remain in place and secure. So this fits nicely over the terminal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other side on just like this. Connect the positive up first and then connect the negative up. And I'm going to do that and we'll continue on. Right, so what I've done here is now we have this installed. We have both terminals on, and to make sure everything is out of the way, the plug end we zip tied to the frame so it's up and out of the way. And I just got to cut the end of the zip tie. You might need a couple of them to make sure everything's secure. And then I'm going to put the battery cover back on. Alright, so the battery cover is back on, and now I've got my charger, my Cen-Tech charger, and I can plug the end of it into my connector that I have right here. I got a couple of zip ties on it, so it's in there nice and tight. Make sure you use a couple of zip ties so it's secure. If one fails, you have a backup zip tie on there. And right, I'll plug the connector in like that. And I'm kind of doing this with one hand, so it's connected. And then this actually comes with a lot of cord, which is really cool. I'm pretty happy about that. I gotta go plug this in over here. And there you go. Alright, so now we're on red, and it's blinking. So I took the four-wheeler out the other day. The battery must be pretty well charged. The solid green light means that it's going to monitor my battery. I was out riding like yesterday, so the battery's probably fine. But this is what it does. I hope you enjoyed the video and the review and everything. And please subscribe to our channel.